Does the president need a November parade so much he's willing to pop over to Paris for a fix? Joining me now is Lauren Leader. She's a Democratic activist and CEO of All In Together. Jen Kearns is a GOP strategist and former spokeswoman for the California Republican Party. Welcome to both of you. Jen, I will start with you. This military parade, a report came out from the Pentagon that said it would cost $92 million. Some highly placed Pentagon officials denied that, but then Mr. Trump canceled the parade, or at least postponed it until 2019. What do you make of it?
Well, look, I think President Trump's motives were good here. He has said from the beginning that he wants to honor the military members as well as their families. He's looked at the sacrifices that they've made, in particular since 9/11. I know many military family members, especially having been in San Diego for quite some time, people whose wives had babies while they were off overseas, people who've been through multiple deployments. And President Trump has said from the beginning that he really wants to simply honor these families and make it a day of celebration for them.
Here's the thing, though, Lauren. Mr. Trump appears to be blaming the mayor of D.C. for driving up security costs, and that's why he says the price tag is so high, set it somewhere around $92 million. Is he right to malign local city officials in D.C.?
I mean, of course not. Look, every parade, every event in Washington is extremely costly. The infrastructure of the city is always challenged by it, whether it's a march or a military parade or anything else. The costs are the costs. They certainly trust our Pentagon to give the correct estimates. I'm not sure why anyone's questioning what the Pentagon has reported on this. You know, I have nothing but respect for the military. I think there are lots of wonderful ways to honor them, including making sure that we have an outstanding VA, making sure that we have service members getting access to the GI Bill, to education, to the health and human services that they need after they serve, so that their families are helped. And, you know, I think this one felt like, I think to a lot of people, and especially as the cost balloon, maybe not the best way to honor our service members, as good as it might feel to see them marching.
I was just looking for the tweet from the D.C. mayor. Do we have that tweet? I'm just curious. I can look at it. Okay, we're going to put that up there.
I mean, blaming her was not...
Well, the mayor of D.C. bit back, and this is what she said. Yep, I'm Muriel Bowser, mayor of Washington, D.C., the local politician who finally got through to the reality star in the White House with the realities. 21.6 million of parades, events, demonstrations in Trump America. Sad. And Jen, what she's... reading between the tweet lines here, she's saying that because there are so many protests in D.C. because of Mr. Trump's presidency, it's costing her city a mint.
Well, and in that case, it wouldn't be the fault of the White House or the Pentagon or our members of our military. It would be the fault of the protesters. I mean, look, you can't do anything nowadays as a Republican without being protested, whether it's by Antifa or a women's march of, 100,000 folks. So, we do live in a protest environment, and that is inherently built into the budget. But that is not President Trump's fault alone. Look, I think if they shelve the parade, it's fine. No one in America is, waited with bated breath for this to take place. But again, I go back to the root of this. President Trump truly wanted to do this to honor those military members who have been overseas during so many rotations, and their family members who back here kept the home fires burning.
Well, and many of them are still there and still serving, which is one of the reasons why it was a question whether it was appropriate to do a parade when we still have so many members of the armed services in harm's way. The last military parade was in 1992 after the Gulf War. So there was controversy on both sides, but it does feel like maybe not the best use of taxpayer dollars right now.
Okay, well, in any event, that parade has been postponed until at least November of 2019. Lauren Leader, Jen Kearns, thanks to you both.